Wow, impressive. I think this is the best my geraniums have ever looked after a winter indoors. Look at the greens. Look at the barometer. 29.8 inches and rising. We have high pressure moving in from southeastern Canada. Yet it's so quiet. And where's the blue sky? Well, it may be quiet down on the ground, but up in the sky, these clouds are blowing off the top of a major storm system impacting the deep south with severe weather today. Mount Washington, 60 miles per hour. That's 6,000 feet, where the temperature yesterday was 33, the warmest on Mount Washington since 38 degrees on February 17th. First above freezing so far this month. Go up twice as high as Mount Washington to the 500 millibar level, which is about 12,000 feet. The wind is 110 knots up there over Cape Cod right now. 110 knots is 126 miles per hour. Cardinals don't seem phased. I gotta find T-Rex. Looks like we have abundant worms in the ground here in South Dennis. Oh yeah, and other things. Those other things. Just stay out of the house. There's my Cape Cod worm farm, which is not doing anywhere near as good as the one up in Weymouth. And it's been windy. Yeah, it's been windy, and the trees are taking a beating between all the pests and storms. Looks like the neighbors are getting a new lawn. All right, so high pressure's moved into southeastern Canada, and it's bringing in somewhat colder air, cold enough that some of the ski areas like Stowe had to delay opening for some re-grooming this morning because of the icy conditions that have developed up in the higher elevations. And yesterday it was wet in most spots, although Logan only measured a trace of rain. Here in Cape Cod, Hyannis reported 0.07. Don't really trust the Logan data anymore, do you? This storm system that the fronts that settled off to the south of New England, high pressure southeastern Canada. We're getting on the cold side of the front, but not cold enough for snow. In Boston tomorrow, when the storm arrives, it will be in the 30s, or actually 40s, and fall into the 30s with rain and sleet mixed, developing about noontime tomorrow. That mix line is going to move all the way up to about Mount Mansfield to about Sugarloaf. North of that line, it's all snow. Oh, maybe not. I'm thinking J might even mix. And then it's going to be a burst of snow in the mountains tomorrow afternoon, probably a general 2 to 4 real quick snow. And then it's going to go over to drizzle and fog and sleet and stuff. The primary low is going to stay strong enough as it tracks well to the west of New England. A powerful low that far to our west and north, and that strong means that we're going to overwhelm the situation with warmer air. Even though there is a low developing near Cape Cod, but it's too little too late. It's going to be on the Maine coast there on Sunday morning, and there'll be a return to colder air up in the mountains, so I think we're going to get some upslope snow on the backside. Does not look like a huge snowstorm north, but enough to coat things up, and the snowbanks will look better again. T-Rex, you going to help me find some worms? What's going on here? Yeah, this is the Cape Cod pile. Newest leaves are over there. Oldest leaves are right there. Yes, these were leaves just a couple of years ago. And there's the rescue garden I talked so much about. Doesn't look like much now, but I'm sure there's something going on in here. I'm going to do a lot of cleaning. But that would be those yellow daylilies. I think they're called daylilies. And then Angela's garden's going to go over there. So we have a lot of gardening and stuff to do. And I'm going to try and fertilize the lawn and pick it up. Geez, look at all the pieces. And put down some seed. Good time to put down the seed right now. The rainfall amounts over the weekend probably in the order of about a ½ inch in southern New England. And then what's going on? Fast flow continues aloft with one system after another coming at us. We've been kind of making fun of the supposed southern New England snow Tuesday and or Wednesday. There's still something coming through here. It looks more reasonable now with not much accumulating snow, but just some mixed rain and snow showers Tuesday into Wednesday. Certainly a far cry from some of the Twitter alarmist posts over the last 5 days. I mean, something good still could happen. I think the next action, though, after this is going to be, of course, next Thursday, Friday. Thursday, Friday always means a wintry mix. And then next April Fool's Day. It looks like a nice wintry mix here. A real powerful storm going into the Great Lakes. And whenever that happens, again, warm air should overwhelm. And it is getting into April, so I'm not expecting too much snow. But a cold, wet April Fool's Day is probably in the offing. So yesterday I made that post from the Peonies and talking about Doug and Don Kent, where Don's pool was. Well, there is a picture of Doug in this next segment sitting next to that pool we were talking about with the Schlitz sign. I'll show you that. And the ride to Cape Cod. Pack your patience, as they say. Of course, because it's work on the bridge season. Never know what you're going to find when you come and clean out the shrubs. Yeah. Oh, and look who's here. Hi, Doug. You know the history of what's going on around here with this. I called it a hitching post. I'm sure that was wrong.
Just a little bit. That used to be part of the gate. And there was a gate and a little wall behind it, white picket fence, and then the pool and a little brick grill, outside grill.
Adjacent to the pool.
Yeah, he built everything.
Adjacent to where you grew up, right over there, and what is not that house anymore.
Different house, but the pool is under the yard.
And this house is about the same as it was, pretty much.
Exactly.
What about those colorful doors?
Well, I don't know. I think that was just before you. That's why I give you a little razzmatazz about the colors when I'm out there.
How about that white cat? Where'd that one come from?
White cat, well, that's you.
Steve! In the wind! Oh, the leaves. He loves chasing the leaves.
Yeah.
And not to mention those birds. The bird feeder's right on the other side of that. Whoa! That's a, don't tell me, sharp shin. Or that could have been a Harrier hawk. You know, it moves so fast, like those Harrier jets.
That was fast.
And either that or sharp shin. But anyhow, Steve, you just missed it. All right, thanks for stopping by, Doug. This is on Out the Door Weather and More for our Friday, as it's Thursday, and all the good stuff comes from the day before.
Okay.
Metropolitan.
Also, I was part of that repair.
This? You guys did that? How did you bend steel and drill it into cement?
Well, it was a corner and a mallet and a brace. It was not easy.
I love this stuff, man, and it's holding together. And I can't bear to touch this wood. I love the wood and the rods that go through and hold this stuff all together. That's just amazing.
That was Uncle Roger.
Yeah, Uncle Roger. T-Rex's favorite perch. I forgot to mention the rainbows we saw yesterday when it was raining and the sun came out in Weymouth around 5 o'clock. Past 4 o'clock. It started raining a half hour ago and the sun's already out. When you're on a hill or up in a plane, the rainbow actually goes down below. If you were up in a plane way up in the sky, it'd be a full disc. A rainbow is a disc of bright light, refraction of sunlight off the back of raindrops. So the sunlight goes in the raindrop. When it goes in, it bends, bounces off the back of the raindrop, that's reflection, and then comes out and bends again, refraction. Refraction, reflection, refraction. And if you're standing next to me, you have a different rainbow. Different rainbow, different rainbow. All depends where you're standing. If it's springtime, we must be working on the Sagamore Bridge. It's a rite of spring. Hopefully it'll be done before Memorial Day or July 4th. What are you doing? Big holes down there, huh, Rex? Oh yeah. New surfaces. Starting to feel good. Live at 5, T-Rex and Chuck Nolan. This is the 4,900th time we've gone over the Sagamore Bridge.